This month as well for the weekly ones. So I'll go ahead and show you which books I will pick. So starting off for the first June TBR prompt. So here's my little TBR challenge wheel, monthly TBR as well as weekly TBR. I have a couple things here. One thing I do want to mention is um I do have an option called read a book inspired by a video game. For this month, we'll be choosing Elden Ring, but for future purposes, that will change every month. There will be new prompts every month. I've decided that I want to do that because I also do receive ARCs as well. So I do definitely want to put that as an option. But for now, if I do get an option on read on my Kindle, that can either be Kindle Unlimited or an ARC. Just a heads up for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and do our first pick. So this will be the June TBR. So for this month, the June TBR will only be three books. There are only three books because we don't have time to do six books. Let's be so for real. June is almost done anyways. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna click on this. Ooh, okay. So continue a series. That's exciting. So I do have a couple of series in mind. I'm not sure which one though. So I'll take you guys with me while we try to collect a couple books so we can continue a series. Okay, so I have quite a stack here of the series I would like to finish or continue. So starting off, we have Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, which is the second book of the Infernal Devices. So this can be an option. It's been on my TBR for a while, so maybe. We have Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, which is the second book of Red Rising. I read Red Rising last year and I really loved it. I have all the books, I think except for book 6 and then obviously 7 because it's not out yet. So this is definitely an option. Then I have the second book of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. So this is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. This is an option too. I read the first book for book club for school, so I would love to continue this series, so that's definitely an option. I also have The Gleanings, which is kind of like a short story from the Scythe series. This is still one of the books I still need to read, and I would love to finish the series just because Neil Shusterman is actually releasing like a prequel to the Scythe series, and I probably want to get ready for that, so that's definitely an option. Another pick is The Dragon Republic, which is the second book from, oh my god, I'm blanking, from the Poppy War. This is the second book of the Poppy War. I read the first Poppy War in March and I loved it. I loved it so much, but I'm just terrified to continue the series because I know my heart is gonna like rip into pieces. So yeah, so this is definitely an option, but I might hold on to this one just because I don't want to break my heart. So another option that I have is The Last Graduate, which is the second book of the Solmus trilogy. The first book is called A Deadly Education. I did read the first book a long time ago, so I would love to continue the series, but a lot of people that I've heard, they said like this series falls flat after the first book, and I loved the first book. So I'm a little bit terrified that it's not gonna like be as good as the first one, but this is definitely an option that I'm looking at. And then lastly, we have The second book of Crescent City, I read the first book, but I know ACOTAR 6 and 7 are coming out soon, and I know this is the last series, trilogy, whatever, that I still need to read. So definitely if I complete this one, we'll be catching up quickly until October, I think, is when ACOTAR 6 comes out. I also would love to reread ACOTAR as well, just because it's been a while since I read it. So maybe if we catch up with these and then reread ACOTAR, we are ready for October. So this is definitely an option. I'm trying to narrow down my selections. This is really hard because all of them are really fantastic books, and they're all different series that I would love to get into because the first book has just been phenomenal, or the last book or the trilogy. They've all just been really, really great. So this is very hard. But I think for The Last Graduate, I'm gonna wait on it. I know Summerween is coming soon, so definitely that week we might read some more and also have some more options. And this feels more like dark academia spookiness, so I think I'm gonna wait on this one for sure. For the Dragon Republic, I know I need to continue the Poppy War, and then I'm all caught up with R.F. Kuang's works. Then I would just need to read Yellowface and then her new novel that's coming out this year. But honestly, I do not want to get my heart ripped out this summer, so I might push this back for a bit because it's just not something I want to read right now. After reading Alchemized, I'm kind of in a reading slump, and if I read something gut-wrenching, it's not something I'm really looking forward to right at the moment. The Gleanings. Since this is kind of like short stories, I think I'm more happy with putting this on my TBR for June, just because it is very like different short stories, and I could always like take a break and then read something else as well. So definitely this will be on my list for the summer, just because for the TBR, just because this fits my vibes right now. So definitely this will go on the maybe. So the next book I'm kind of debating if I should read is actually Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I actually loved the first one so much, and it actually got me out of a reading slump. Since I'm actually struggling with one right now after I read Alchemized, which, guys, that was gut-wrenching, okay? That broke my heart. I think this will definitely be on the TBR just because it helped me so much get out of a reading slump that I think this will really be helpful to get back into my reading rhythm again. So this is definitely an option. The next book I'm kind of contemplating is Golden Sun. I don't think I will be reading Golden Sun at the moment. I think I'm gonna wait on this book just because I know every summer I always get that dystopian kick, and I'm currently not in that dystopian kick. I usually get it around mid-July or something. So definitely I will be reading this probably in July. I usually always finish a dystopian series like in the summer. So I will definitely be saving this for then. Let's talk about now Clockwork Prince. I think I'm gonna wait on this one as well, just because I know this will put me back into a reading slump, and I'm kind of like not ready to dive back into the Shadowhunter world. Plus, I don't even remember how Clockwork Angel was, so I think we might have to do like this trilogy reread just because I do not remember book one. So maybe we can do this in like a one go. Maybe I can do a reading challenge surrounding me finishing or catching up to the Infernal Devices. Is it the Infernal Devices trilogy. Lastly is the book 2 of Crescent City. I think I'm gonna consider this as the TBR, one of the TBR picks, just because I do need to get ready for ACOTAR 6, and I do need to finish the series because I know the characters from ACOTAR and Crescent City, they do meet. So I think it might be very important for me to kind of understand what's going on in this book. Maybe they continue on the story in book 6 in ACOTAR, so this will be very important. So this is definitely one of them I'm thinking about. So I have narrowed down the first prompt to 3 books, and I'm really contemplating on what I should read. Honestly, I think I'm leaning more into Carl's Doomsday Scenario just because I really need to get out of my reading slump, and these books help me so much to get out of the reading slump because it's fun, it's entertaining, I don't have to think about it. I'm not here trying to decipher what so-and-so's name is. So I think the lucky winner is, oh no, don't let that fall. I think the lucky winner is Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I'm so excited to continue this series. Everyone is like raving about this series and I love it so much. It's such a good time. So definitely I think I will continue Carl's Doomsday Scenario for sure. So this will be the continue a series book prompt for this month. So the next book on the June TBR . Ooh, that's exciting. A book published in March. Okay. So the significance of this prompt is actually I'm born in March, so that's why I chose that prompt. So I'm gonna go ahead and find some books that are published in March. Okay, so I got my trusty laptop here so we can figure out, sorry guys, I'm just adjusting you. So we can figure out kind of what books are published in March. Let me write a list. This prompt might be harder than I thought. It's not looking good, guys. Come on. Sunrise on the Reaping. I do own that book, so that could be an option. It's gonna be, I'm gonna post it somewhere up here. You'll see what I mean. Sunrise on the Reaping is an option. Sorry, my dog's barking in the background. Ignore. So far, just Sunrise on the Reaping. Most of these I've read or I've not read. I think it's looking like only Sunrise in the Reaping, guys. Oh, and How to Solve Your Own Murder. Wait, that's perfect because I own that book too. Okay, so we have 2 so far, Sunrise in the Reaping and How to Solve Your Own Murder. I looked at the March 2025 guide on Goodreads, and those are the 2 books that I do own. So I think I might do Sunrise in the Reaping just because the movie is coming out in November. So I think I'm gonna pick Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay, so the next prompt. What's next? Ooh, read a book based on your favorite color, red, purple, or green. So I will pick out all the red and green purple books and then we'll go through them and we'll discuss. Okay, so I found a couple books that have green, purple, or red. So let's see what I have. So let's start. First, I have a purple book here. This is Redeemed. This is the last book in the Dirty Air series and I still need to read it. This was like perfect for the prompt just because it's very, very purple. And honestly, I've been craving a sort of romance. Romance has helped me a lot to get out of reading slumps, so this is definitely an option. Another option that I have, which is also a romance, is Violet Thistlewat is Not a Villain Anymore. Look how stunning this cover is. It has purple in it, so this definitely fits the prompt. This is another romance, and I think I've just been like craving like some cheesy little romance book, so this might be the perfect pick for this prompt. In the same category, we actually have another romance one. It has some purple tones in it, so I thought this could be perfect. It is called Attach at the Hip by Christina Riccio. You might know her. She's very famous on YouTube. We love her. She's an amazing content creator here. There is some purple tones here, and I'm kind of excited about this because it's like Survivor inspired. Let me see. But yes, so this is definitely one of the options, and it does fall into the romance category because again, I am craving a romance. Especially since it's summer now, I tend to gravitate to romance more just because I like to enjoy reading by like the pool and stuff, so this is definitely an option. The next book I'm actually really excited about because it also falls in the category of a romance, but it's something very new for me. It is a werewolf romance, and I typically do not like mythical creatures. I have a problem with vampires. I don't know why. I really enjoyed Twilight, so that's so weird. But yeah, I do have a problem with like mythical creatures like werewolves and vampires. But the next book is Bride, Ali Hazelwood. But I definitely am considering this as an option just because it's romance and that's something I'm craving at the moment. So might as well try it, you know? Like what is there to lose? And plus I picked this primarily because the lettering here is red, and that's one of my favorite colors, so it fits the genre perfectly. The next book that I picked out is actually a twisted tale. My favorite Disney princess growing up was Merida, and this is Merida's twisted tale. So this is called Fate Be Changed, which I love the cover so much. It was purple, like the outlining here is purple. So, and there is green on the side as well. So I thought this would be a perfect option for this prompt at the moment, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm more gravitating to romance at the moment. Like I'm literally like, oh, I really, really want some romance. So definitely, I think I'm gonna hold on this and I'm gonna read this probably during like at a later time, maybe next week's prompt. It could give me something that inspires for this book. I'm quite excited to read this again. Merida's my favorite Disney princess, so this is definitely one of the books I really want to read. So the next book that I picked up is actually from an indie author, which I actually got at the LA Book Festival. She sold it to me and said dragons, and I was like, count me in, girl. I love dragons. So the book that I chose for this was actually a Flames and Fallacies by Courtney Wims. This book is so pretty, and I chose it just primarily because it has red. I mean, this is fun. This is kind of like a yellow orange that goes into red, but I love this cover so much. This is so pretty. I might not choose this for this tier option just because I'm really gravitating toward romance, but this was one of the options that I did pick just because it's red, and I might do this for one of the weekly TBR prompts, or I'll just wait on this. But I am so excited to get into this book because I love dragons a lot. The next book that I chose is actually An Ember in the Ashes. I actually did read this book, but I do want to give this series a rerun, like a retry, just because I actually did not like it, but a lot of people are telling me like, read this, so I'm like, okay, I'll give it another try. I have book 1 and book 2, so if I do end up picking this book up eventually, probably not for this prompt just because again I'm really craving a romance. So for this prompt I narrowed it down to 4 books, as we can see here, mostly purples which I love because I love purple. Purple is a wonderful color, and then 1 red, which is Bride. I don't know, I'm like in between these 4. Attach the Hips sounds so fun. So does Violet Thistlewat is not a villain anymore. And then Redeemed because like this looks fun, like this sounds fun. This color palette looks so nice against each other, like that is stunning. I really like that. Anyway, I think I'm falling more for Redeemed just because it is the last book of the Dirty Air series, but I think I'm gonna do this one. I'll finish a series and also it will choose Redeemed, which I'm so excited to read just because I've been needing like a romance. I don't know, I just want to get into that like summer mood, and I love F1, so this is like the perfect summer read. Okay, so I'm so excited to announce that we picked our June TBR. It would be more books, but since I did this so late because of school, we're only cutting it down to 3 books for this month, but next month in July we will be doing 6 books because we have more time. Okay, so now that we picked our June TBR, we'll be doing our weekly TBR. So the A book I've been avoiding. Ooh. Couple books that I have been avoiding. There's actually one book I do really want to read. So one of them is actually Mistborn and then When the Moon Hatched. But I think I'm gonna do Mistborn. We will be choosing Mistborn for this prompt just because I want to read it. I want to try it. I've always made it to chapter 1 and then I stopped. And I feel so bad because I really want to read the Stormlight Archives. It's like so bad. So we're choosing Mistborn for the first prompt for our weekly prompt. Okay, so for the last prompt for our weekly TBR. Ooh, read a cozy fantasy. I'm excited. Fantasy. So I do have a couple books here. I have the Violet Thistlewalt book that I wanted to pick. Read a book for my favorite color. I have This Will Be Fun for this from the same prompt, and then I have two new ones. So I have The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and then I also have Can't Spell Treason Without T. These all sound really, really fun. But honestly, I think I've been wanting to read Can't Spell Treason Without T for a while now, and that's like something I'm like kind of gravitating towards. So I think I'm gonna do Can't Spell Treason Without T for the weekly TBR. So yeah, so I'm definitely choosing this one. This one is so pretty. I just realized this has like tealish, greenish sprayed edges. I could have picked this for the color one, but anyways, so we are going to go with this book, which I'm really, really excited about, and I can't wait to read this book. It's been something I've been wanting to read for a while, and it just sounds really fun. So I'm excited that this is our last and final book for the weekly TBR, and I'm so glad that we also did my June TBR as well. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe and also like. That would mean the world to me, and I'm like so excited to start this. Also start on like the TBR and stuff, the nicks and knacks basically, and then from there it will start getting all cozy and fun and enjoyable. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.